While the Mongol Empire expanded across Asia like an unstoppable force, the island nation of Japan remained largely isolated, culturally proud, politically fractured, and unaware that history's most terrifying war machine was setting its gaze across the sea. This is the story of Japan before the storm, a land of samurai, spiritual fervor, and a fragile military government about to face the ultimate test. In the 13th century, Japan was ruled not by an emperor, but by a military government, the Kamakura shogunate. After the Genpei War and the fall of the Taira clan in 1185, power shifted to the victorious Minamoto clan. Minamoto no Yoritomo established the first shogunate in Kamakura, far from the imperial court in Kyoto. Yoritomo's death in 1199 triggered a struggle for succession. His wife's clan, the Hojo, leveraging their existing influence, skillfully maneuvered to fill the void. They gradually consolidated power, initially through regency for Yoritomo's young and ultimately ineffectual sons, and then by formally assuming the position of Shikken, the shogunate regent, effectively governing in the name of a figurehead shogun, but cracks were already forming in their governance, as rival clans waited and schemed for more power. Though the shogunate ruled politically, it was the samurai who defined the spirit of the age. These warrior elites had been hardened by centuries of internal strife and clan warfare. Their loyalty was pledged to their lord, and their code of conduct, later formalized as Bushido, emphasized bravery, honor, and a willingness to die in service. But samurai warfare was intensely personal. Duels, ritual declarations of name and lineage, and heroic last stands were common. This was a far cry from the disciplined formations and volley fire tactics of the Mongols. When the invaders came, Japan's warriors would have to adapt or die. Despite the strength of the samurai class, Japan was not prepared for foreign invasion. Its coastal defenses were minimal, with few fortified ports or garrisons along Kyushu, the likely point of entry. The Japanese military command was focused inward, on maintaining order, suppressing local uprisings, and protecting the interests of the shogunate. Some temples and shrines recorded strange omens and celestial signs in the years before the invasions, but few could imagine that fleets of foreign warships would soon darken the horizon. In 1268, the first warnings came not from the sky but from the sea. Ambassadors from the Mongol Empire, bearing letters from Kublai Khan himself, arrived in Dazaifu with demands for submission. The Mongols had already conquered Korea and forced the Goryeo court to build ships and supply troops for future invasions. Japan offered no clear response. The imperial court was indecisive, and the shogunate, though wary, was hesitant to act too soon. Amid this political uncertainty, a young regent named Hojo Tokimune was beginning to assert himself. Though only in his 20s, Tokimune was destined to become the most powerful man in Japan during this crisis. While the court debated and the provinces remained distracted, Tokimune quietly began laying the groundwork for defense, strengthening coastal watchtowers, commissioning monk advisors, and preparing for the worst. Ultimately, Japan refused to send envoys or tribute, and by doing so, they signed their fate. Japan's samurai were proud, brave, and untested against the outside world. The Kamakura shogunate, under the Hojo, believed its rule unshakable. But across the East China Sea, the Mongol Empire was already drawing up plans for invasion. Next episode, we'll witness the terrifying moment the Mongols struck, the first invasion of 1274. Please like, comment, and subscribe to join us on this epic journey. Or not. Thanks for watching.